Shiawassee Apartments versus Joe Brown, 4-05887. LT appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Ron Bach here for Shiawassee Apartments.
And Alyssa Hull of Legal Services of South Central Michigan for defendant Brown.
Today was the date that was scheduled for a hearing for non-payment of rent. Were the parties able to resolve this?
Well, Your Honor, there are two pending motions from defendant right now. One for alternative service for a third-party complaint that was filed in February, on February 11th, and then recently one for a second summons. I believe these are unopposed by plaintiff, from my understanding, but our complaint alleges, our third-party complaint alleges that Becca Management is in fact responsible for the majority of the arrears alleged in this matter. For failure to, Mr. Brown is a housing choice voucher Section 8 recipient, and they've failed on numerous occasions to appropriately recalculate his voucher for his rental contribution, despite Mr. Brown's documented attempts to appeal and to report his wages to them. They've failed to do so, and our attempts to resolve this matter were also not successful.
So there's two pending motions. I see a motion here that was filed on the 10th. Motion for summons.
Yes, motion for second summons. And then there was one filed February 11th. A motion for alternative service. Our process server attempted on Ramsey process server attempted on 5 different times during business hours to serve the resident agent. And so we submitted an order regarding alternative service and the affidavit of service attempts from the server. I'd like to be able to mail the complaint and summons.
Is it Becca Management? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I'm trying to understand how. This could have been in there for a month. I'm trying to figure out how it could have been in there for a month and civil didn't. Unless it's in judge review, because it's not in my, it was not in my sign for a month. Let's see here.
I guess I'm here to say we don't oppose, Judge. The balance is not growing. That management is currently paying.
Okay.
So it's not growing anymore. If it does come to pay the arrears, then the client gets paid.
So even as I'm sitting here now, it's not in judge sign. And so that would likely be an issue. Let's see. Okay. This is the one you did yesterday. That one's in there, but the one they never put the other one in sign, I presume, because it's not in here. Okay. Is it in order? See the motion, I just reviewed it. Let's see.
do have a physical copy of the proposed order. It just uses scale form MC 304.
Hearing is tomorrow, landlord tenant summons don't have an expiration date, should the order be altered? State the next court date and 7. altered. So that was a note that they did attach to your motion for second summons. I don't know how they know it doesn't have an expiration. Okay, and then I'm still looking for the one that we want signed. Let's see that. That's to Eric Soderberg. No, I signed it on February 12th. It's in their sign.
Okay.
I was gonna say, there's no way that could have sat in my box file, because I know I cleared the box out. So you just never received a copy of it?
Right. Yeah, I didn't get a notice through my file.
Okay. Let me see.
As far as it wasn't, I conferred with plaintiff and they hadn't received.
That's weird. Yeah, it said I signed it on February 12th. Okay, so that one's taken care of. And then what we'll do is look at your order for second summons. I think the clerk's office is concerned about. I don't know that we need, did not have an expiration. Date, the first sentence, what they're saying. With that, counsel. I'll get that reviewed and taken care of today. And so we just need to get your new date that I supposed to.
Yes.
Looks like it at 1:30. Okay, folks, I get enough time
Yes.
at 1:30, you said? At 1:30. Any additional matters on this file?
That's all. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're all set. Thank you. Hundred Town Properties versus Camille Gonzalez, 24-08605. Council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Brian Tigerman, plaintiff, 80491.
Ma'am, your name, please. Okay, I think this matter was reset to this date because there were some maintenance issues that needed to be addressed. Are we proceeding at this time?
And we actually have addressed those, Your Honor. So at this point, it's really just a question of the remaining balance. We are going to be resolving this with a consent order for conditional dismissal. And if you would like,
Please do.
I'm showing a balance as far as rent of $4,541.94, cost of $194.83 for a total of $47.3677. The defendant shall pay $3,000 on March 15th, 2025, April rent by April 1st, 2025, and the remaining balance of $1,736.77 on April 5th, 2025. And I can.
Thank you. Okay, and Ms. Gonzalez, that's accurate that the outstanding maintenance issues have been addressed?
Yes, that was the whole reason why I didn't pay. And then
Okay,
Beth was kind enough to work with me. I don't know, I had to speak with her, so she was on top of it after.
very good. So I'm glad that's been resolved. And so it appears that there's now going to be a conditional dismissal. That's how you're going to proceed. Okay, and so it says here that you're going to pay the past due rent, which plus court costs is $4,736.77. That you'll pay $3,000 no later than the 15th of this month. April rent on the 1st of April, and $1,736.77 by the 5th of April. Did I read that correctly? Correct. And that's for your rent due through a period of March 31st of this month, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and partial performance will not satisfy this, okay? So that means you've got to perform fully and completely as you stated in this section here. Otherwise, they can request judgment to enter against you without noticing you of any future court date. Do you understand that?
Yep.
You have the right to be represented by an attorney in this eviction proceeding. You are aware of that, correct?
Correct.
And you want to waive your right to an attorney?
Correct.
You also have the right to proceed to a trial in this matter, and you could have demanded a jury trial. You were aware of that as well?
I wasn't aware of that.
Okay, we did play a video at your pretrial that advised you of that and asked you if you wanted to meet with legal services.
Oh, yeah, that is
Okay.
correct, yeah.
Okay, so, and then also we let you know that if you wanted to demand, you had the right to a jury trial, you can demand one within 5 days and then pay the fee unless you apply for a waiver of that fee. All that was on that video, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now you're advised that you have the right to a trial and you could demand a jury trial. Do you want to waive that right?
That is true.
Okay, anyone threatening you to get you to waive these rights?
No.
Okay, you have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you've given up, you can return to the court, request to have this set aside, and then you will explain to the court how it was that you misunderstood your rights. Do you have any questions at this time, ma'am? Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Just for the judge, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna get you a copy of that paperwork in just a moment.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. 917 Seymour LLC versus Kyra Cox, 24-08617. Appearance, please.
Hey, Your Honor, good afternoon. Sam Dillon here on behalf of.
Kyra Cox is present via Zoom. Can you please start your video? And unmute, please.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. This is supposed to be a consent judgment.
It is, Your Honor.
Do you have a signed one?
I emailed it to the court. I thought.
This
I
doesn't
had
have
it.
a signature on it.
It does. It's a DocuSign signature. So I threw it in the file.
This is what we have.
I definitely have one that was done on DocuSign, Your Honor. I apologize for that.
Okay, well, let's put the terms on the record.
Thank you. Your Honor, the terms are quite simple. Possession, as we determined at the pretrial, has already been relinquished to the plaintiff. So this was just an action for the monetary damages. Plaintiff and defendant have agreed in the consent judgment on the liquidated monetary damages of $1,000 even, costs of $250.03, total of $1,250.03. The plaintiff has possession of the property and the defendant relinquishes the security deposit to plaintiff.
Okay, Ms. Cox, is that complete and accurate?
Yes.
Okay, so you understand that you have the right to proceed to a trial in this matter and you could have demanded a jury trial?
I didn't know that, but I know now.
Okay, do you also know that you have the right to be represented by an attorney in this matter?
Yes.
Okay, and you appeared for a pretrial. We played a video. Were you present for that?
Yes, I probably just forgot.
Okay, just want to make sure that you saw the video. Okay, so that advised you of your rights to both an attorney as well as your rights to proceed to trial and what steps to take if you wanted to demand a trial. Did you want to give up both of those rights freely and voluntarily today?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, well, I recognize it. That's what you want to do though, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you want judgment to enter against you by your consent, $1,000 in damages plus $250.03 in costs for a total of $1,250.03, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and did you sign a judgment form or give Mr. Dewar permission to sign on your behalf?
I signed a DocuSign through email.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you've given up, you can return to the court, request to have this judgment set aside, and then explain to the court how it was that you misunderstood your rights, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I don't actually have the DocuSign form here for some reason, so one of 2 things could happen. If you want to give Mr. Dewar permission to sign the copy that I have here today, he can sign them both, and then I can get it in my file. Or you can resubmit the DocuSign one and then I'll sign it electronically. It's up to you.
Your Honor, I think I prefer to upload it through my file if that's
Okay,
okay.
sounds good. So I
Thank
will
you.
not enter this one. Do you have any questions for the court today, Ms. Cox?
Yeah, in regards of paying it, how does that work? Or like monthly payments, and how does that work?
Want an installment payment order is what you're saying, or plan?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
talk to Mr. Dewar directly about a payment plan.
Okay.
Any other questions?
How will this affect me getting an apartment like in the future?
Is this reported to her credit or you're intending to do that?
I
There's a potential
don't-
that a judgment can be reported to your credit. I would, if I were you, get it paid as quickly as possible and then seek a satisfaction of judgment.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
You're gonna want to get that satisfaction of judgment as quickly as possible, meaning you've satisfied it so that maybe it can be withdrawn from your credit report, okay?
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you. Any additional questions?
Nope.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Apologize for not having that document.
Well, it's not your fault. I don't know why it didn't come through with the signature.
No problem. I'll get it uploaded.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
You're all set, Ms. Cox.
Okay. Take care.
Same to you. Let's see, Mr. Walker, Rivera, are they here?
Oh, Your Honor.
They did not appear. Okay, default.
I have one prepared if you would like it.
Yes, please.
May I approach?
You may. Thank you. I have a note that says Amy Rivera was no longer residing in the property as of the last hearing. And that DO1 was the only one noticed to appear today.
Oh, then I guess I should write on there that the money judgment only applies to. Well, I don't know who deal 1 and 2 is.
Okay,
I would assume that
Amy,
it's-
I was told Amy no longer resides in the property and that the landlord was notified of that.
Okay, and she wasn't served.
Correct. So I'm just gonna write Amy's name out of this. And so this will only go as to Salvador Rivera and all of the occupants, I suppose. Let's see here. Right, okay, and that'll be all set. Em, are you waiting for a case?
Yeah, the guy,
What's your name?
Victoria Mara.
Okay. You have Clarence Henderson here?
No, he's not.
Why does it say CP? Who's that? Oh, versus Brown, okay, are they here?
Yeah, she comes to both of them.
Waverly Place versus Tasha Brown and Tamela Morris Brown, or Tamala Morris Brown, council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Sean Mock for the plaintiff.
Okay, and ma'am, what's your name? Ma'am?
Brown.
Okay, where's Miss
Tasha Brown.
Morris? Where is Miss Morris Brown?
Okay, we did Zoom today because she has the flu. Do you need me to get her?
You said she has the flu, is that what you said?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. She's
Okay.
real sick. Yes, ma'am.
Well, Mr. Mock, is this conditional dismissal inclusive of her?
Yes, it is, and they both signed it via doc you sign, Your Honor.
She needs to be present then, yes. Miss Brown.
Okay, hold on. Yes, ma'am. Here she comes. Sorry about that.
No problem. Okay, what's your name, ma'am?
Pamela Morris Brown.
Okay, council, this was the date set for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent, and then my understanding is that there is a conditional dismissal. Can you put the terms on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. Under the conditional dismissal, the defendants have agreed to pay the total amount of $1,639.51, which includes rent through March 31st, 2025. And the due date for that payment is on or before March 24th, 2025. Box 4B is checked, which allows the plaintiff to proceed without further notice to the defendant if those payment terms are not satisfied, and partial payment of that amount will not prevent the issuance of an order of eviction.
Okay, and so Ms. Brown, that's accurate as to how you want to proceed?
Yeah.
And Ms. Morris Brown, that's accurate as to how you want to proceed?
Yes.
You understand that you had the right to be represented by an attorney in this matter, Ms. Brown?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you understand that right as well, Ms. Morris Brown?
Yes, ma'am.
You also have the right to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. Did you both understand those rights as well?
Yes.
And are you willing to give these rights up today in order to have the matter resolved this way? You want to
Resolve
give up
like-
your right to an attorney and your right to a trial in order
Yes,
to
ma'am.
do it? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Anyone threatening you or forcing you to do that?
No.
You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you just given up, you can return to the court, request to have this set aside. Partial performance will not satisfy this, so you must comply fully with this agreement in order to avoid getting a judgment, okay?
Yes.
Any questions for the court?
No. No.
Okay, any additional matters, counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. You're all set, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Same to you. Mr. Visconti,
Yes, Your Honor, I do have one ready.
which one is that?
It is Lansing Tower Apartments versus Victoria Mata. It's a consent judgment ending 292.
Okay, have we seen Clarence Henderson at all?
Mr. Henderson is represented by legal services. They are talking, and I think we're hopefully going to have a conditional dismissal on it.
Okay. On the record in the matter of Lansing Tower Apartments versus Victoria Mata, 25-00292, appearance please.
Evening, Your Honor, Robert Visconti, P61756 for the plan.
Okay, and Ms. Mata is present in the courtroom. Today was the date that was scheduled for a hearing for non-payment of rent. I did have a note that you intended to pay the past due.
This month.
She has not paid through March, but she did make.
Okay, so the new rent is accrued. Okay.
So we have a proposed consent judgment. Rent retains $1,333.54. Costs are $175.54. Totals $1,509.08. And we did agree to extend the date to March 28th in this matter. I do have an order prepared.
That's how you want to proceed, ma'am?
Yeah.
So you understand that you had the right in this matter to be represented by an attorney?
Yeah.
You want to give that right up? You also have the right to to demand a jury trial. You understood that?
Yeah.
You want to give up that right as well? Yeah. Is anyone forcing or threatening you to do that?
No.
You're gonna pay the past due rent plus court costs, total is $1,509.08, or vacate the property in question no later than March 28th, 2025, correct? You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you've given up, you can return to the court and request to have that judgment set aside, okay?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing further on this matter. Your Honor. Thank you.
You're all set.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Carolyn Black. 5-00186. You're Carolyn Black? Okay, Ms. Black, I do have a citation here, a criminal citation. The allegations are that on or about January 17, 2025 at 1:01 p.m. at the area at or near 1232 Compton Circle, City of Lansing, Ingham County, State of Michigan, you allegedly committed the act of unlicensed dog. And so that's a misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine. Citation also reads: tank intact male pit mixed gray, approximately 1 year old. No proof of dog license was provided, and citation was issued and assigned by Casey Stewart from Ingham County Animal Control. You have the right to be represented by an attorney in this matter. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, you can make a request to have the public defender's office represent you at the expense of the public, okay? You have the right to trial. You can proceed to jury trial in this matter, and you have the right to require that the prosecution prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Typically, how these are handled by our county, so you can bring proof of the dog license, and they will dismiss it. Or if you need time to go and get the dog license or show proof that you no longer have possession of the animal, they will dismiss it as well, okay? So you just need to come to your next court date with some proof of either ownership or that you no longer have possession of the, or that it's properly licensed, or that you no longer have ownership or possession of the animal, okay? Your matter is going to be set for hearing before Judge Cynthia Ward. When you got off the elevator, the courtroom right in front of you was Judge Ward's courtroom. It's going to be January 25th. I'm sorry, not January, March 25th. On the at 9:30. It's a Tuesday, March 25th. This is your notice here, and you can appear via Zoom, okay? Did you want to request an attorney to represent you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. This is the information for you to contact the public defender's office so that they can do an intake. You need to do that as soon as possible. Typically, they would have been here today for your arraignment to do that intake, but because you were a walk-in, they're probably doing the arraignments at the magistrate. That's probably why they're not available today. So give a call, they'll get some information from you. Again, it's an unlicensed dog. Just bring proof of that the dog is properly licensed or that you no longer own or possess the dog. To resolve that. And then what's your, is the address on this citation your address? Okay. Are you employed? You said no?
Yes.
I can hear you?
I get that.
Okay. And your phone number? 622. 9. Okay. Do you have any questions for the court? Your bond is 100 personal recognizance. Just make sure you come to all your future court dates, okay? You're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a blessed day.
Same to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Vistonti was waiting, I think, on the Clarence Henderson matter. Are we ready now?
We're ready on that with conditional dismissal, Your Honor.
Cedar Place Apartments versus Clarence Henderson 25-00283. Appearance, please.
Yeah, Your Honor, Robert Visconti, P 61756 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Your Honor, PA 6242, Elijah Tyra on behalf of the defendant.
And you are Mr. Henderson?
Yeah.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for a hearing for non-payment of rent, but there's been a resolution. You can look at terms on the record.
Thanks, Judge. We have a proposed conditional dismissal, which reflects a rental arrearage of $4,655. That amounts to April 30th, 2025. Court costs of $175.54 for a total of $4,830.54. The agreement of the parties is that Mr. Henderson is going to pay $1,930.27 by March 28th, $1,930.27 by April 15th, and $970 by April 30th, at which time he will be fully caught up and have a zero balance. It is a paragraph 4B. Conditional dismissal, partial payment would not prevent issuance of an order of eviction. And I believe it's Mr. Tyra as to this client's understanding.
That's complete and accurate, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Henderson, you understand that you had a right to proceed to a trial on this matter and that you could demand a jury trial. You understand that, right?
Yes.
You want to waive that right and move forward with this conditional dismissal instead? Okay, is anyone threatening you to waive the rights to your trial? Is anybody making you give up your right to a trial?
No.
Okay, so you're agreeing to have the matter dismissed today upon the condition you pay past due rent? $4,830.54. That's for rent. It says through a month that we're not even in.
That's accurate, Your Honor. The payment plan that was requested goes through next month. And the agreement of the parties is that he's going to bring himself current through the month of April. If I can't include April rent, I can't give a payment plan that extends into that month. So it does benefit the defendant, and it comports with the payment arrangement that he has.
What's the past due rent amount?
Past due amount through the current month, Your Honor,
$3,860.
$3,685. Court costs of $175.54 for a total of $3,860.54.
Okay, so I won't accept this way because I don't, it needs to be a past due rent in section 2. And so the rent kids, the agreement can still include that.
You
Just won't
want
go
us
in
to
that
change
section.
okay.
Correct.
That's
So I would just put the past due rent under A. I'm going to edit it now to you said $3,685.
Yeah, $36.85.
Okay.
Court costs of $175.54 for a total of $3,860.54.
And that will be for the rent due through the period of March 31st, 2025. And then further conditions, sounds like he's required to pay accruing rent on time and that the payment plan will extend until that date.
That's correct.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna dock that up a little bit. Okay, so the payment still under further conditions will be $1,930.27 paid by March 28th. $1,930.77 will be paid by April 15th, and it says $970 by April 30th, correct?
Correct.
You understand that partial performance will not satisfy this agreement, sir? Okay, so you need to pay the entire amount according to the payment plan that you said that she'll pay here. Of course, they'll take it earlier, but no later than the dates that you said on this agreement. You understand that?
Yes.
And you sign this document?
Yeah.
Okay. You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you waived, you can return to the court and request to have this set aside, and then you'll explain to the court how you misunderstood your rights, okay? Do you have any questions today? Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll get you a copy of this in just a moment.
Thank you. So
No problem.
I've done it both ways. Yeah, yeah. Usually.
This being said to me. Why did they send this to me? Actually, Lolo, it's a substance abuse assessment, but we've not even taken, I just returned it for an assessment, so I think it was to go to me. One seven. Oh, this is your note. Oh, yeah, Ms. Horton, you can revoke that. It's from bond?
Revoke it.
Yes. Okay. You have another one already, Mr. Visconti?
So, Your Honor, I have what I believe to be 2 default judgments for Lansing Tower, the Hofstadter matter and the Vela matter.
Okay, I don't think they're here. Correct?
All the hallway.
No, I just did. No.
You can bring me those, Mr. Visconti.
Did you want this to go on the record? Yeah.
No.
We're down the hall.
What was on the docket? Yeah, but I wonder. Did they dealt with previously? Yeah, because the control was the February 26th. I don't see a date after. I don't know. February 26th was when? The pre-trial? Abuela, it was. What time?
Say we're supposed to,
Oh. On the 22nd.
9:45.
Yeah, I think it was on the phone.
At the time.
Okay, they didn't appear. That's why they're not about to do. Let's see. Mr. Bach, you have Brandy Eaton here at all?
I do. We're in Mr. Cordell Smith.
Okay, Fatima Abdullah Court versus Brandy Eaton and Cordell Smith, 25-00266.
Look, order.
State your name, ma'am. Your name, sir?
Cordell Smith.
Today was the date that was scheduled for a hearing for non-payment of rent. How are we proceeding, counsel?
We've got a consent judgment ready for entry, Your Honor.
We can put the terms on the record.
Sure, at this time, we've got $1,825 in rent due and owing, cost of $299.43 for a total amount to retain $2,124.43. Push the root date back a little bit, only due 3/28/25. The money judgment for a lesser amount is $1,258.06 in damages plus the same cost of $299.43 for a total money judgment $1,557.39. Got the appeal date 3/24.
Thank you.
May I approach?
Okay, let's see. And Eaton, that's accurate as to how you want to proceed. You want judgment to enter by consent against you? Okay, Mr. Smith, that's how you want to proceed as well?
Yes.
Okay, so you both have the right to be represented by an attorney. You understood that, right? You want to waive it? You have the right to demand a jury trial on this matter. Did you want to waive your trial as well? Yes. Anyone threatening you to do that? Okay, so you are going to have judgment entered by consent whereby you pay the past due rent plus court costs for a total of $2,124.43. And then there's money judgment by consent plus court costs $1,557.49, correct?
Yes.
Okay, you have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you just given up, you can return to the court and request to have this set aside and then explain to the court how it was that you misunderstood the rights that you've waived, okay? Should get you a copy of this paperwork in just a moment. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you. That's hot. On all the remaining matters.
So these two.
Yeah. Or 2 can. Is the attorney on the remaining matters? This costs.
She's in the hall.
Oh, part. So what part? Oh, that was on Zoom earlier. Got it. Okay, this is
And like,
I have on screen? Oh, it does. It not should do that. Okay. Well, she and I had a conversation about this because she left, but. That, okay, on the record. In the matter of Ventura Flats versus Luis Scott, 25-00311, appearance, please.
Heart cases 9542 on behalf of plaintiff Ventura Flats. And I did call outside and inside of the courtroom for Mr. Scott to no avail. I'd be asking for default judgment, Your Honor. This is only for possession, rent to retain possession, $1,419.98. Court cost amount of $181.25 for a total redemptive figure of $1,601.23. Fair vacate date of March 24th, 2025. May I approach?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And the vault entered. Get your copy in just a moment.
Thank you, Judge.
Record in the matter of Briar Cliff Apartments versus Minnie Miller, 25-00508.
Talk of Briar Cliff Apartments and Townhomes.
Your name, please.
Minnie Miller.
Date that was scheduled for a hearing for non-payment of rent. Was there a resolution on this?
Yes, Your Honor, this is a consent judgment. I did advise Ms. Miller of her rights under the court rules. The rent to retain possession here is $641. Court cost amount $183.35. Total redemptive amount $826.35. She'll be paying half of the balance in 2D by tomorrow and the remainder by March 24th, 2025. Ms. Miller did execute the consent judgment.
That's accurate, ma'am, as to how you want to proceed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney in this matter?
Yes.
You want to waive that right? You also have the right in this matter to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. You understood that as well?
Yes.
You want to give that right up?
Yes.
Okay, so the agreement is that you're gonna pay past due rent $641 plus court costs $183.35 for a total $826.35. And that you will pay half of that balance on the 12th of March and the remainder on the 24th of March, correct?
Yes.
And you understand that partial performance will not satisfy this, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so let's see here. Sign this document, ma'am.
Yes.
You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you've given up, you can return to the court, request to have this judgment set aside, okay?
Okay.
You have any questions?
No.
I'll get your copy in just a moment, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Pride Cliff Apartments versus Michaela Johnson, 25-00510.
Judge, if we could pass this, we do have a conditional order of dismissal that we are stipulating for signatures.
Ms. Johnson must be represented by legal services. Is that what's going on?
Correct, Judge.
Pennsylvania Flats versus Benjamin Wells, 25-00512.
P 69542 on behalf of Pennsylvania Flats.
Is Benjamin Wells present?
Yeah.
I called your name. Are you still back there?
Judge, I'm sorry, I didn't know Mr. Wells is here. I haven't had a chance to speak to him yet.
Oh, okay, sounds good. We've spoken with Marley Rogers and Melinda Adams.
Yes, we have a consent judgment.
Briar Cliff Apartments versus Marley Rogers and Melinda Adams, 25-00515. Appearance, please.
Subject Heart of Catholic Briar Cliff Apartments and Townhomes.
Name, please.
Melinda Adams.
And your name.
Marley Rogers.
Okay, today's the date scheduled for a hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. Council, you can put the resolution on the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did advise both defendants of their rights under the court rule, rent to retain possession, $2,428. Court cost amount of $224.10. Total redemptive amount, $2,652.10. The defendants pay $700 by the 13th of March and the remainder by the 28th of March, Your Honor.
Okay, I just have a question. Why is there a particular reason why you're doing consent judgments and not dismissals if they have payment plans?
Dismissal judge at the
Conditional
dismissal?
dismissal?
No, there's just some properties that do consent judgments instead, Judge. Because if we were to reinstate it, it would cost us money to reinstate it, and we would charge the client extra.
To reinstate what?
To reinstate it if they didn't comply with conditional dismissal, then we have to draft an affidavit and then charge the client for a reinstatement.
Okay, so that's why the client will prefer, that's why I'm asking. Okay. Okay, so you understand in this matter that judgment's gonna enter against you by consent in these matters. Do you understand that? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you both have the right to be represented by an attorney in this matter. Do you understand that? You're gonna waive your right to have an attorney represent you?
Yes.
So yes. Okay, you also have the right to have a trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. You understood that as well. You want to waive your right to trial? Anyone threatening you to get you to give these rights up?
No.
I see two signatures, both of you sign this?
Yes.
Okay, so you have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize that you actually misunderstood the rights that you've given up, you can return to the court, request to have this set aside. Otherwise, judgment will enter that you'll pay the past due rent to retain $2,428 plus court costs, $224.10 for a total past due plus cost amount $2,652.10 that you'll pay $700 by the 13th of March, and the remaining balance will be paid no later than the 28th of March. Do you have any questions at this time? We'll get you a copy of the paperwork. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, not for contempt, Judge, thank you.
Thank you. You're all set.
On the record in the matter of David Sheets versus Sonia Cervantes 25-00525, appearance please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor, Rico Mills, currently having David Sheets.
And sir, state your name for the record, please.
Anthony Lewis.
Today was the date that was scheduled for hearing for non-payment of rent. Counsel, how are we proceeding on this?
Yeah, I'll leave this to the court's discretion. The court is correct. Last time we was here, Mrs. Cervantes did not appear. However, this gentleman was present via Zoom. The court at that time did indicate that we could submit a default judgment against Ms. Cervantes. The initial complaint listed Ms. Cervantes and all the occupants. This gentleman indicates that he resides within the premises. However, he is not a party that's in the lease agreement. The lease agreement only applies to Ms. Cervantes. Ms. Cervantes has failed to appear twice. As such, we got requested default for the judge.
Default is granted.
Thank you. We'll submit it in my file.
Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you.
How's the record between, let's see, say. Almost a big amount of time.
Are we ready, Ms. Johnson?
Yes, Mr.
Let's see here. Prior Cliff Apartments versus Michaela Johnson 25-00510. Appearance please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Century Heart on behalf of Briarcliff Apartments and Townhomes.
Entire fee 6242 on behalf of.
Mr. Tyra, who at your office is responsible for submitting appearances? We never have an appearance from your office, so I never know who you're on.
I do apologize, John. I will get on that and not let that happen.
Okay, let's see. This was supposed to be resolved by.
Conditional dismissal, Your Honor. Ms. Johnson is a Section 8 recipient, Your Honor. We're trying to preserve that for her. And if I could put the terms on the record, Judge.
Okay.
Rent to retain possession, $1,639.90. Court cost amount of $185.35. Total redemptive amount, $1,822.25. The defendant agrees to pay her portion of the rent by the 5th of each month, plus an additional $455.56 by the 3rd Friday of the month, beginning April, which would be April 18th, 2025. Then again, May 16th, 2025, June 20th, and then July 18th, 2025. Plaintiff will inspect and address rectified the growing wolf issue by April 30th of 2025. 4B is checked and 7 is checked. All parties have executed the document. Defendants also waiving the 56-day rule, Judge.
You mind if I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, that's fine. Thank you. Ms. Johnson,
Yes.
you want to resolve this matter by entering a conditional dismissal today?
Yeah.
Okay, we understand that if you dismiss the case, that also would dismiss any potential defenses that you believe you had to withholding the past due rent. We don't understand. So what is-
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
okay, thank you.
Alright.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so the matter would be dismissed today upon the condition that you pay the past due rent $1,639.90 plus $185.35 for a total $1,822.25. And that you agreed to pay your portion of the rent by the 5th of each month, plus an additional $455.56 by the 3rd Friday of the month of April. I'm assuming that says April, is it supposed to be 18 or 16? April 18, 2025, and May 16, 2025, and June 2025, and July 18, 2025, and it says plaintiff agrees to rectify growing mold issue by April 30th, 2025. That's complete and accurate, ma'am.
Yes.
It also states you're gonna waive the 56-day judgment rule, which is because of the extended nature of the payment plan, I presume.
Yes.
You understand that? How much is her monthly rent? Her portion, that is.
Charge her portion is $135, I believe. $79, Judge. 179.
You understand your right to proceed to trial in this matter? You want to waive that trial, right? You don't understand? Okay, so you have the right to have a trial in this matter, and if you go to trial, you can have a bench trial, or you can have a jury trial, and you present your case or your defenses at trial as to why you with lawfully held your portion of the rent.
Okay.
So I'm asking if that's what you want to do, or do you want to move forward with the conditional dismissal and payment plan?
Yeah, move forward.
Okay, anyone threatening you to give up your right to trial?
No.
Okay, you have to understand that partial performance is not gonna satisfy this. You need to comply with this agreement as stated, which in addition to paying your regular monthly required portion of your rent, you now have to pay an additional $455.56 on the dates that were stated in this agreement in section 3. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't, then they can get a judgment against you and remove you from the property. You will not get another notice of a court date for that. You'll just get notice of a judgment entering against you. And you'll lose your section 8 if you get it evicted. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the right that you've given up, you can return to the court and request to have this set aside. I would love to sign this, but someone has signed in my name, in my section. Who did that? Is that-
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Sounds good. Let's see here. Your copy of the paperwork in just a moment. Any additional matters for the record?
Not besides, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Is that it?
Yeah.
I have one more, another C.
Oh, they had well. Okay, this is Pennsylvania Flats versus Benjamin Wells, 25-00512 appearing. Okay, and this was set for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. You said there was a conditional dismissal.
That's correct, Your Honor. Rent to retain possession, $404.38. Court cost amount $180.20. Total redemptive amount $584.58 with their pay or vacate date of March 24th, 2025. 4B is checked. Box 7 is checked, and Mr. Wells and I both signed it, Judge. And I did advise of his right to enter the court room and may approach.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Mr. Wells, that's what you want to do today.
Yes,
You understand you have the right in this matter to proceed to a jury trial.
yep,
You want to give up your right to a jury trial.
yep,
You also have the right to an attorney to represent you. You would have had to hire an attorney if legal services didn't take your case for free. So did you want to give up your right to an attorney in this matter?
yes, ma'am.
And so the past due rent
For
to
this month,
retain,
sir.
I'm sorry,
It's for this month, sir.
it's still past due.
Yeah, for this month.
Okay. I recognize that. That's why I said past due.
Yeah,
Okay, the
I
past
paid
due.
on my next check.
Okay, past due rent, plus court costs, it says it's $584.58. And that you'll make that payment on or before the 24th of this month, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Partial performance will not satisfy this agreement, so you gotta make that payment in full. If you don't do that by the 24th, they can request a judgment to enter against you. You will not be noticed of a new court date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you got 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the right that you've given up, or the rights that you've given up, you can return to the court and request to have this set aside, okay?
Yes.
We'll get your copy in just a moment. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Any other matters, counsel?
No, thank you.
You're all set.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Judge, off the record, we have